It's opening week for East Carolina baseball, and the Rider Broncs will be at Clark LeClaire Stadium this weekend, 4 o'clock on Friday, 2 o'clock on Saturday, and 1 on Sunday. Obviously, that's subject to change, especially this time of the year with weather. And, right now to preview that matchup, very excited to have with us from Rider University and the longtime head coach of the Broncs, and that is Dr. Barry Davis. Coach Davis, we appreciate your time this morning.
Oh, no problem. Thanks for having me.
How's the weather up there in New Jersey? Have you guys been able to get in a decent amount of practice?
The weather's been good. It's been a kind of a mild winter. We've really only had one snowstorm, which really hasn't affected us. We have an indoor hitting facility. We have a turf field, a practice field for soccer, but we can get out and take ground balls and do those types of things. So we've been fortunate enough the last 2 weekends to be able to enter squad. So as far as being outside, seeing the ball and preparing, we're a little further ahead than most years. Although we're supposed to get a storm tomorrow, which could dump anywhere from they say 1 to 3, and then some other models say 5 to 8 inches of snow. So we'll see what happens. But we've gotten in some good work, and we're as prepared as we can be.
Last season, obviously, tremendous year for your program, 36-21. You knocked off Coastal Carolina down in Conway, that regional host, and obviously such a proud program there with Coach Gilmore. Quickly, give us your thoughts on last season, and we'll dive into this year's ball club.
Well, last year we were very mature team, experienced team, all the way around the diamond. And usually, when you have, if you have quality kids and some talent, over the years you build on that. And last year was a culmination of experience and ability. My assistant coach did a great job. Lee Lipinski, Mike Petrowski, and we just were solid. I mean, we're a good team. We're a confident team. We didn't let things bother us. We weren't affected by negative games or negative situations that came up will always come up during the season. So, you're going to lose some games, you're going to win some games, but we were able to sustain it, be consistent, and that's one of the strengths of that club. And we went in to play Coastal. We weren't. I don't think we were intimidated. We had played Oklahoma early in the season. We had played Duke, and then we played some tough conference games, non-conference games as well, in addition to Oklahoma and Duke that prepare us. And so we felt good about our getting in the tournament. We were excited about being MAC champs, which is kind of the goal. Which is the goal in a one bid league. You have to win the tournament. You're not going to get an at-large. So usually, if you win your conference, no matter who you are, you're going to have some momentum going into that first game, and you're hopeful that it'll carry through. And for us, it did, and it was an exciting time.
Taking a look at the 2024 team, tell us what you return. Obviously, this weekend you're going to be taking on an East Carolina team that's ranked anywhere from 11th to 15th in the polls, and then the Pirates have been a consistent super regional type of program over the last 4 or 5 years under Cliff Godwin, led by Trey Savage on the mound on Friday afternoon. Tell us about your rotation.
Well, our rotation will be Ryan Young. He'll get the ball game one. He pitched. He was our number 3 at the beginning of the season last year, and he stayed in that third game role, pretty much the entire season. Not because he was the third best guy. By the end of the season, he was maybe our best guy. He pitched in the all the games are important, but pitched in a few big ball games to get us into the tournament as the number 2 seed. He won the winners bracket final, and then he got the start against Duke in the winners bracket final in the region, and pitched very effectively in all 3 of those situations. So he'll be our Friday guy, left-handed pitcher. It's been good quality kid, works hard. Hopefully he'll give us 75 to 90 pitches, somewhere in there. That's what we're looking for. Game 2 will be PJ Craig, who pitched. He was our midweek guy last year. Looks good so far. It's early, obviously. Good arm, sophomore, tall, lanky righty. And then our third guy is going to be a freshman, Jake Doherty. We're going to be very inexperienced in game 3. So it's going to be an interesting weekend from the starting standpoint. I mean, no one's going to pitch a complete ball game, so we're going to rely on our bullpen, which our bullpen is loaded with sophomores, guys who were freshmen last year. Some pitched, some didn't, and we're going to have get a real good test on Friday, Saturday, Sunday from a quality club that's been good every year. It's been knocking on the World Series door. Certainly this year, I'm sure their goals are lofty, as are most teams that play in that conference and play in the top 25 on a consistent basis. So we're excited to to play. We're excited to play against a quality opponent. We're excited to play with a big crowd, a nice crowd. So I mean, we've seen a little bit of that in our recent games. The last few Duke, Coastal, nice crowd. So I don't think it's going to bother us. I mean, we just got to go play. I mean, certainly the competition is going to be high level, and we're going to have to raise our level. But my concern is, are we going to compete? Are we going to try to do the things that we need to do to be a good club? And we'll get a great test right from the get go. So get one of the best pitchers in the country, and so we're going to be there, and we'll do our best.
Tell us about that lineup that Trey Savage, Zach Root, and the other Pirate pitchers will be seeing this weekend. Tell us about that the lineup that Trey Savage, Zach Root, and other Pirate pitchers will see this weekend.
Well, we're going to see. I mean, returners for us are Luke Lesh, our first baseman, our third baseman Jack Winston. Both were, major contributors on our team last year. Brian Scatini, our catcher. So those three, first, third, catch, those three guys played prominent roles for us last year. They'll bat in the middle of the order, and they'll be out there this weekend, probably all three games. Two of them are lefty hitters. Scatini's a right-handed hitter. We're going to be new up the middle. Will Gallagher, Joe Tyroli, he's a freshman, so he'll get a great introduction game one. And then our outfield will be Anthony Pascal will be in center field, and our right fielder will be our backup catcher, Matt Shepard. We have our starting right fielder, unfortunately, is sick, and he will not be making the trip. So that'll change a little bit, but it's always good, when you have those things happen, which happen a lot. You get injured, you get sick. There's various reasons why you miss games. So this will allow us to move a couple guys around and see what they can do. We have a couple grad transfers that one graduate transfer outfielder and one graduate pitcher. That'll certainly add to some depth. But for the most part, it's a new team. It's a new an offense, a new defense. So there's some inexperience there, but that's the way it goes when you graduate a lot of good players. Somebody's got to step in, and we don't do much on the portal. We haven't yet. Most of it's been, recruit high school kids and try to develop them. So we're going to go with what we have, and we have some good young guys, and we'll just get a chance to participate against a really good club.
Really appreciate 10 minutes of your time this morning, Coach. Best of luck to you and the Bronx throughout the 2024 season. Safe travels down from New Jersey, and we would love to have you back on the show if the Pirates and Bronx are meeting in future years.
Well, hopefully we will. Hopefully, maybe we'll run into them later in the season if we're fortunate enough to get to where they're going to be.
Sounds good. Take care, Coach.